the title of this stream, this is not just a stream or for streamers. It's for anybody who sits in a chair in front of a computer or in front of a game console for a long time, or laying in bed playing games, or whatever it is that you're doing during screen time that keeps you in a static position for a long period of time. That could be driving as well. I decided to start this stream because my partner started streaming games, and also because I was finding myself in front of a screen a lot and realizing that it was very, very uncomfortable after a period of time. So I just wanted to share some tips for things that you can do when you're sitting in your chair in front of your computer or game console to keep yourself from feeling super stiff afterwards. One thing to keep in mind during any type of stretching is that if what you're doing is hurting, then it's something that you shouldn't be doing. So if at any point in time during these stretches you're feeling uncomfortable or feeling any sharp shooting pain, feel free to back off. It's not something that you need to push through. We're talking about relaxing ourselves instead of injuring ourselves. And then today we're gonna work on focusing on our head and our neck and our shoulders and our arms and a little bit of our spine as well. This will be pretty short, less than a half hour. In the future, I'll offer some super short, like 10-minute stretches, and then maybe some longer ones as well. And if you have any questions about what's going on, need any clarification, feel free to drop me a message in chat. If I'm not able to get to your message during the stretching, which is probably likely, I'll definitely stick around for a little while afterwards. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'm not a doctor, so if you have a serious medical issue and you ask me about it, I will definitely recommend that you go to a doctor. But if it's about stretching or just general body health questions, I can definitely help out. All right, let's begin. The first thing that I would like everybody to do is to close your eyes if you're in a place where you can do that or it's comfortable. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose for 5, the count of 5. And out through your mouth for the count of 7. Do this 2 more times. In for 5. Out for 7. Let gravity pull your shoulders down. No need to use your muscles to pull them down and back. Just let gravity do the work for you. We're going to start with a little head loosening. We're going to do some neck rolls. As you move your head through this and your neck through this, if you feel any places of extra tension, feel free to stop and hold at that place and breathe and let your body feel that it can move that way. If it's sharp and shooting, please back off or discontinue. Here we go. You can start whichever direction you want. I'm going to start by bringing my chin to my chest. Very slowly taking my neck through its range of motion. If this is just small circles for you, that's fine. Everybody is going to be starting in their own unique place. We'll do 5 circles in one direction. Maintain your breathing through this. One more in this direction. And switch. While I'm doing this, I'm keeping my shoulders and my hands relaxed. They can be down in front of you on your lap like mine are, or like this, or like this. Whatever is really comfortable for you is totally fine. One more in this direction. Now, if it's possible for you, bring your hands down and tuck your fingers underneath your legs. We're going to stretch our necks to the side, and by putting your hands under your legs, it enables you to keep your shoulder from raising as you stretch, which would be this way, which would decrease your stretch. So keeping that shoulder down, that hand as a reminder, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, tilt your head to one shoulder, ear towards that shoulder, and breathe. As you breathe, think about bringing your shoulders down towards your chair. Let your jaw relax. One more breath here. And then bring your head to neutral, slowly, slowly, slowly. And on your next exhale, tilt your head to the opposite side. I don't know if you noticed here, but I am not tilting my head as far to this side as I am to the other. That's totally normal. It just means that I'm using one side of my neck a little bit more than the other, and so it's tighter. Sometimes it happens if we're looking in one direction more than the other, or using one hand more than the other. This is my mousing hand. That's why. Take one more breath in this position. And then slowly bring your head back up to center. Now, on our inhale, we are going to scrunch our shoulders up to our ears as far as we can. And then on our exhale, drop those shoulders down. You can give a little wiggle when you get to the bottom. Move those shoulders a bit. Inhale in and up. We'll do 3 more of these. Make those breaths big. One more. Now bring your arms up and to your side. One of the things that we do a lot when we're playing games or having our arms in front of us, either driving or at the computer, is that we have these shoulders rolled forward, which shortens our pec muscles, which are our chest muscles. And there are a lot of nerves in this area of your arm between your shoulder and your arm in that joint. It's called your brachial plexus. So whenever we have our arms in front of us, we're actually impinging those nerves, which can lead to seemingly carpal tunnel issues, but it's actually a different syndrome. There's anterior scalene syndrome and another one that causes impingement of those nerves that can cause tingling in our hands and in our forearms and wrists. So it's really important that we stretch this out. So we're gonna bring our arms up and back. And as you can see, my arms aren't like crazy back. It doesn't need to be like that. Just a little bit more open than we're used to. And I like to lift my chest in this position just to bring more openness into my chest. And while we're here, we're gonna make some arm circles. So you can go counterclockwise or clockwise, whatever is comfortable for you first. We're going to do this for a total of 3 breaths. So big breaths in. And then on your third exhale, go ahead and let your arms go. Give your shoulders a little bit of a wiggle. That uses muscle, so it is a stretch, but it also is a little bit of a workout, so it can feel a little exhausting. And now we're gonna do it the opposite direction. So if you went backwards last time, you're gonna go forwards this time. 3 breaths. Whatever speed you wanna make these circles is fine. Whatever is most comfortable for you. exhale, let those arms go. We're going to stretch our bodies up. So inhale, arms up. And then bring your hands together. If you want to clasp your hands together, you can, or you can keep your hands flat. And we're going to exhale and just tilt to the side. Try and keep your spine straight and up. Lift your chin. Big inhale and exhale. One more breath here. And then on your exhale, move to the other side. Lift the chin. Reach for the ceiling. And exhale, let your arms go. Go ahead and put your hands down on your lap or on the arms of your chair. Keep them nice and relaxed. And we're just gonna do some shoulder rolls. So I'm bringing my shoulders forward, up and back. And switch directions. Keep that breath going. And relax. If you need a little wiggle here, go ahead. You can grab onto your handles if you have them on your chair, or you can just keep your hands in your lap. And we are going to rotate our spine like it's a big spoon and our hips are a bowl. We're just gonna get some movement. Go whichever direction first that you want to. This is what it looks like from the side, making big circles. If you wanna make small circles, that works well too. Keep that breath going. And switch directions. And relax. Okay, we're gonna do a little spinal twist now. We have a lot of muscles that attach to our spine. One of the main ones are a group of muscles called the erector spinae group. They attach at the base of your head and all the way down to the top of your pelvis. And they're attached to all of the little spinous processes that stick out of the side of your vertebrae. And when we're sitting still for a long time, they're tight and holding our spine stable for us, which is really awesome. But when we're all done sitting still and you get up and you go to move like this, it can be uncomfortable. So we're gonna give those guys a little bit of a stretch with this spinal twist. So you can start on whichever side feels the most comfortable for you. And the depth of the stretch is totally up to you. If you just need a little bit of a spinal twist just like this, that's fantastic. Go for it. Take that time, sit in that stretch, breathe, and let your spine feel really comfortable in that position. If you need a deeper stretch, we're gonna do that. We can grab our hand onto our handle, or if you don't have handles, you can stick your hand on the other side of your leg. And I like to tuck my fingers underneath so that I'm not using my hand as much to grip. And then you can bring your other hand to the back of your chair. If that feels really comfortable for you, that's awesome. Here, I'll like twist around a little bit so you can see what that looks like all the way around. And I like to do this with my head doing two things. So first, I start out with my head facing the direction that my hips are facing. And while I'm here, I'm gonna take a deep breath in and think about sitting up as straight as I possibly can. And on my exhale, I take that twist just a little bit deeper, if that's what my body needs. And then if I'm feeling really comfortable in my shoulder in this position, that's part of the reason why I'm keeping my head straight here, is because I'm getting a little bit of a stretch right here through the side of my neck. If my neck's feeling really comfortable in this position, then sometimes I like to take my head facing backwards like this. Then I'm getting a stretch on the other side of my neck, which is pretty great. And we'll take this and breathe here for a few breaths, 3 breaths. And then one more thing, if you want a little bit more opening through your your chest, you can take this other arm and you can move it behind your back. It doesn't have to be crazy back there, but just tucking your hand behind your hips or up higher on your back gives you a little bit more of an opening here. And take a breath here. And then slowly release that. You need a little bit of a wiggle. Go for it, and then we'll do the other side. Again, however deep you want to take it. If it's right here and that feels like a stretch for you, awesome, do that. Just breathe. Your inhale, you're focusing on sitting up straight. Your exhale is focusing on relaxing into and let it go. Give yourself a little wiggle if you need to. And congratulate yourself. You did some stretching. That's gonna help immensely. I don't know if you feel it right now, but I already feel way more relaxed and comfortable in my body, and I hope you do too. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in my chat, and I will be happy to answer them if I can. And thank you for watching. See you next time.